Hi, Paul Bedford here from Retention Guru, and in this session, which was originally recorded at the Move Congress in Budapest in Hungary, I explained to an audience of physical activity promoters and recreational sports coaches about what we know about in the fitness industry about visit frequency and its impact on customer behaviour. If you have any questions about this, please drop them in the comments below. Alternatively, you can always email me at paul@retentionguru.co.uk and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. For now, just enjoy the session. But the number one thing for us in the health and fitness industry is visits. Because pretty much anything else, if they don't visit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your intervention is, it doesn't matter how good your facilities are, it doesn't matter how good your staff are, how well trained they are, it has no impact. So the number one thing we focus on is driving visits. Now in the fitness industry, and I mentioned this earlier on, the average visit frequency is just about one visit per week. Now, there's a large proportion of people who don't visit even that amount of time. I will take advantage of that slide. If you look at the bottom two, 11% of members in a study we did of 1,000 didn't turn up once in 21 weeks. 31% used the club less than once per week. Now, we normally draw the red line there and say, those are your at-risk members. Those are the ones that are most likely to quit in the up-and-coming months. And we're now at a position where, with machine learning tools and predictive modelling, we can actually give an operator a list of who that would be. And we get it right about 3 out of 4 times. And the time we tend to get it wrong, they weren't going to leave. It's a fairly robust model. But we don't worry about the people who are coming twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. We just want to get them up initially to this at least once a week. I know that once a week isn't sufficient for someone to have an impact on their health, but it's a start and it keeps them going. What we look at is, what are the types of things that you can do to get them to once a week if it's less, or more than once a week, up to 2. I've got to say also, when I work with my clients, we don't talk per week, we talk per month, sessions per month. And rather than giving an absolute figure, like you must come 3 times per week, we say things like, you should aim to come somewhere between 4 and 12 times per month. Because that gives people some latitude where they can still be successful at the minimum amount, but they can aim to be higher than that. And the reason we cap it at 12, we've got enough data now that shows us, particularly for new exercisers who've never been members of fitness clubs before, never trained it in a physical environment like that, more than 12 visits in the first month, they quit even faster. It's actually too much too soon. They generally haven't accommodated that behaviour change into the rest of their life. So they start off with full enthusiasm and then they realise, actually, I'm spending less time with my kids, or it's affecting my work habits. So we talk about building them up over time with visit frequency rather than having an absolute.